everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Turnovers are always key, and they'll be even more important in a game where both teams come in ranked in the top 10 in turnover differential. It's the Panthers going up against the Snowhawks. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Portland Snowhawks. He'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offense.
And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll run it now out of the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And the linebacking core could certainly be crucial today.
They do everything really, really well. Fly to the football, defend the pass, you name it, they do it, as well as set the defensive front.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a third down. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
They'll look to throw here. He's got his man on the crossing route. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. From the left side, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
And they'll go on the ground and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 30 yards there.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. first down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on 3rd down after having such a long drive going.
Hey, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score and the defense. That is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
And there was a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Back to throw now on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. So a good grab there, and here's a guy, he had to learn the offense quick, just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked #1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Portland in control of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They're going to look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
To me, this isn't even a question. I think that they'll go. When they have a chance to put a dent in the lead, even with a whole second half to play, I think they have to do it. This isn't a risk. This is a necessity.
And this one is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense.
And that's caught inside the 30. And a huge play that time. 48 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? So sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down.
No, check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. It's a quarterback sneak. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down, and they convert another one right here to move the chains.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking for some under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
The play fake. He'll look to throw to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So that's their 3rd trip to the red zone, but all they have to show so far is 2 field goals.
Tough sledding in this game for the offense. They get to the red zone. Normally you count on a minimum of 3 points in each red zone trip. Not so far in this game.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that 1st down run.
I love how he hinted it to us, and then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line, and they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week, and boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A very solid gain of 27.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And now a first down following that long gain. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more after this. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And on the ground they go with a running back. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're
into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. look to throw now on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Shift together here from the D-line. Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that'll give them a 1st down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And quickly, they get to the line. Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do.
And this throw will be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them. Just looking at from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talked about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
I don't even have to stretch for this one. This is 4th-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll give it to him right up the gun. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackle.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. 2nd down now after the incompletion. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try and throw for it here. Surveying the field. Throwing right, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation.
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there. 42 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. And it is good. That cuts the lead now to 11, 24, 13 our score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field. Yeah,
just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. And some space here. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
All right, now look at this. Here we go. Boom, landed. All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56. Set. Boom, landed.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd down now after the pass completion. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled, and while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back now in the Rose City of Portland, Oregon, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll drop the throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible. Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. So he's able to sneak it in, and credit to the guys up front.
Oh, without a doubt, because they have the leverage on this play. We always talk about low man wins.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And it's a fumble. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And now back out comes the offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a gain of 5, and it's a second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him. Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Green, 39! Detroit! Detroit! Over! Let's go! Patriot! Blue line! Here we go! Green, 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Can't find anyone open. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. And the Panthers coming out now. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It all happens in the blink of an eye, doesn't it?
It really does. The timing is so important. That ball's got to be out of the hands of the quarterback and to the receiver like that. And if it is, you often get a very successful play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And in this situation with a lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball, because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Point after here coming up. And the lead is up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
I don't care how how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
This is caught at the 20. And touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys have made this a one-score game now.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job one. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted? So many things to go through.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now a stoppage here. We'll get another timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now this offense ready to take over again. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Gonna throw right side here, complete. A good pickup there at 22. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Gotta give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a play fake here on first down. Finding time. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone. Open, unable to hold on to it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
Well, I've got to give him some credit there. He tried to sell the out route, tried to sell it hard. And as a receiver, what you're really trying to do is maneuver a defender inside to give yourself a little more cushion breaking to the out. But how about the defender reading it really well, not buying the fake or the maneuver inside, and getting to the sideline and helping break up the pass?
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. In there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. One receiver left, 3 to the right. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Carolina getting set to take the field. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Back to throw now on 1st down. Going up top. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end.